as the fog clears from the sand. Have no money in my hand, have no home, I have no land. But it doesn't trouble me as I lay beside the fire. I am easy to inspire, there is little I require. I wasn't yours and you weren't mine, though I've wished from time to time we had found a common ground. Your voice was such a welcome sound, how the emptiness would fill with the waves and with your song. People find where they belong or keep on. Through the never-ending maze where the way is seldom clear, is no map or compass near. Drive a ship I cannot steer through the bleak and early morn, where a stronger will is sworn, where the moments move so slow, seem to never let you go. When my hands are old and ache and my memory flickers dim, and my bones don't hold my skin, there's no place I haven't been. I'll recall the days were few, that is all that I can do. Feel the carvings in the tree that gave shade for you and me.
Why do you guys think that something that was initially attractive to you as, I don't know, just like a thing to do, maybe less so a career, became something that you do as a career?
Some of it is just, some of it is stubbornness, and also because I'm better at doing this than other things. I mean, I can build a pallet at a produce warehouse like nobody's business, but that's not really that enjoyable. Playing shows is much better.
Your Facebook picture tells a different story.
Oh, the flying slam dunk?
Yeah, there's this sort of two-hand behind the head, tomahawk, slam dunk view. Is that on a full regulation hoop? Yes.
Well, what does it look like?
Yes. Yes is the answer to that. Linnea, Peter, why do you guys, why do you think it's stuck?
I feel like it's kind of the same answer. There was really never any question that I wanted to perform in some capacity, and so music being part of the picture of all of that And I just loved it so much and felt like there was a kinship when I met other musicians, that it was just something, to try to figure out how to do it as a job seemed like, it's still a challenging thing to figure out how to navigate all of that, but there was never any question that's what I wanted to do.
Pete?
I think for me, it was mostly the inertia of being around like-minded friends who were enthusiastic about it when you get started, in high school or whenever, and you start jamming with other people, and then those are the people and they kind of form your small circle, and you move to college if that stays the same as it did for me. And I met Chris. We started doing stuff together, and I don't know, it becomes like a loyalty thing, and just it's something that you like to do with your friends, and you can't really imagine having that much fun doing anything else. So I think that's kind of just the loyalty of doing this with people I really love doing it with has kind of led to a semblance of a career.
You don't need to be a gang member if you've got a band.
Exactly. It keeps you out of trouble. Well, certain kinds.
So yeah, and into other kinds of trouble.
When the season changed so suddenly, and a sweeping rain was swallowed by the river valley, and we thought that last time had prepared us, but rising water rises with the plain indifference. We have to hold our guards down. We have to send the river back. We have to hold our guards down. We have to send the river back. When the rains came, it called out an army, tireless and hungry. People went to work, yeah. They joined hands beside the great red river, but despite assembly, they could not hold together. They climbed high above the river and watched everything change together. We have to hold our guards down. We have to send the river back. We have to hold our guards down. We have to send the river back. We have to hold our guards down. We have to send the river back. We have to hold our guards down. We have to send the river back.
So I want to ask each of you what the greatest piece of advice that you've ever received on being a musician was. Either like playing, singing, could be the sort of business side of things. What that piece of advice was, who gave it to you, and whether you employed the advice or ignored it.
Best piece of advice is play every day. And I have ignored it. And then I've had periods of time where I've done it and I've been able to live that, the fact that that's true. Because if you play every day, you get to a point where you have the muscle memory to be able to play and really enjoy it, but you also start to like to solve your own problems sort of subconsciously if you play every day, so that if you're stuck on something, after a while you move past it. And it's just, and I think that I got that piece of advice from Chris, but also from pretty much every music teacher I've ever had. We're just like, do it every day. Like, it doesn't
like,
matter
okay,
if you want
no.
to. Yeah, and I don't mean
But
that
now
to
I
be
will.
like to be stale. You know, that don't do it because of that. But you'll surprise yourself and you'll enjoy it more. So, every day, whatever it is that you're doing, do it every day.
I think a good one I always get from Chris too is, dude, just turn down a little bit.
I do. I don't even say it now because I'm like, I told him that yesterday.
Yeah, he gets a little look in the corner of his eye, and I'm like,
You know
okay,
you know what you need to do. What about you? Do you have anybody who sort of mentored you at any point that gave you some good advice?
One of my first guitar teachers, he was a blues guitarist, and he was kind of in the B.B. King mold, and he would just make all these faces and everything, and he would say, "All right, now you take a solo, Chris," and I'd be like, "Bam, bam, 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 bam." He's like, "No, you're playing too many notes. You're not giving every note the sizzle that it deserves." I'm like, "Well, what should I do?" He's like, "Look at here." He's like, "Wah." He's like moving his face all around. And I'm like, "Oh, I understand now." He's
Sizzle.
he's that. It's not about how many notes there is. It's about what are you saying through your playing, or what are you doing? What's behind the reason why you're making music? And so he helped me to understand that early on, and it takes a lifetime, I think, to understand how to articulate that truthfully.
Pack up a car, I don't know whose it was. Blankets and beer, we stopped for gas and chocolate bars. We got lost, we got found, our sorrows we drowned. Rockaway, Rockaway. The radio broke, so we sang songs instead. A girl I didn't know, with a copper bracelet, put her hand in my hand. But hands lead away, if only night birds could stay. Rockaway, Rockaway. Sat on the shore, stripped down to our skin, and ran to the sea. Yeah, the water was cold, but she went in, so I did. And the space between dusk and dawn, you don't always know what side of a dream you're on. Rockaway, Rockaway. Well, the tide starts creeping, taking what it will. Wood and rocks and bones, return to the world below. Breakfast we slept until late afternoon. All over the house, in the front lawn, all of the neighbors were gone. And somewhere in my sleep, knew there was nothing I could keep. Rockaway, Rockaway. Some friends I have known for as long as we've grown, like blackberry vines, taking over the world from the side of the road. Tangled up in fruit and thorns, rabbits run and Rockaway, 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 Rockaway.
Thank you so much. We'll see you again.